Thank you for coming out on this beautiful spring day. Happy Good Friday to everybody. And boy, this has been a long time coming. If anybody wants to come up here and then come on up here and be in the party, especially if you've helped our cycling community. Ladies and gentlemen, Andy Murphy. Here we go. He's consistent. All right. Well, this day has really been a long time in the making, and we'll hear more about that throughout the next 15 minutes or so. But it's a fantastic day because this project is one we've been working on for really probably 4 years, and it's just taken persistence and patience and partners to make this happen. So thanks to all the folks that have stepped forward, our community business partners is why we're here today. And I want to really say thank you to them, and I will do so several times because we can happily say now that Louisville will launch its bike share program this spring. So stay tuned in the next few weeks for a specific launch date, but obviously there's not a lot left to spring, although we got a big event coming up here on the first Saturday in May. So you're about ready to see the launch of a great bike sharing program in Louisville. We're calling the program LouVelo, okay? LouVelo, so like Lou Jello, but LouVelo. Why? Well, LouVelo, because in a city named for a French king, we've added the French word for bicycle, velo, to that to come up with LouVelo. What do you think? Okay, gonna stick. I hear Barbara Sexton-Smith behind me here.
Yeah. Your cheerleader.
Are we in your council district here,
We are
Councilman
right here
James?
where David and I kind of do the same
Okay,
thing
so this is
together.
Councilwoman Barbara Sexton-Smith and Councilman David James. You know, we kind of, if you go across the street, you're not quite sure who's you're in right here. But thank you for joining us, Councilwoman. So the LouVelo Bicycle Network will launch 300 bicycles positioned at 28 stations in downtown, Old Louisville, New Lou, near Waterfront Park, and points in between. So it'll be a great kind of circuit around here. One of these stations, of course, will be right here on the Spalding University campus, just in front of where we're standing on Breckenridge Street. Let's hear it for Spalding University. This place is rocking. So this all points to one of the key connections that LouVelo Bike Share Network will make. It's going to be easier for members of our campus communities here at Spalding, Simmons College, U of L, JCTC to travel car-free between campuses and off-campus activities. So bike share, when you think about what we're doing as a community around our health goals, ties together a bunch of different things we're working at. Quality of life, transportation, sustainability, wellness, talent attraction, and retention as well. When we talk to companies that are thinking about moving to Louisville or expanding, you know, they're asking about all these things we would expect in cities that are on the move. And one of them is, how friendly is your city to bicycling? Do you have a bike share program, et cetera? We are well known around the country in terms of our bike community and all the different ways that people are enjoying that. And now, of course, we can say we have bike sharing added to that as well. So all the folks that have come together here know that quality of life things like exercise and health and getting outside are just critical to maintaining and growing not just the workforce that we have here, but also that we're trying to recruit. And when you think about this week, there have been a lot of great announcements in Louisville this week, but there's been two in particular, or there's been three in particular focused on health and athletics, getting outside. Waterfront Park Phase 4. Louisville City's intent to expand its soccer footprint in Louisville. And then yesterday, the YMCA at 18th and Broadway. So, and then of course today, our bike sharing program. So these are messages that we're sending loudly and proudly, and not just internally, but the whole world watches this as well. And this is a great thing for us when we're talking about attracting talent to our city. So LouVelo is just one of these many things we're doing to enhance the quality of life in our city. Also, when you think about cycling, obviously, it's a form of transport, right? So LouVelo is part of our Move Louisville long-term transportation plan that's all about accommodating people however you want to move about. Pedestrians, cyclists, motorists, public transit riders, you have to have that full range of services for a community. And then it's also what I'm proud about our community in many things, but one of them is our dedication to improving the quality of air that we have in Louisville. We've struggled with that over past decades. We've seen a lot of progress in the improvement of our air quality, and we all know when you're on a bike, you're reducing the carbon footprint that you leave behind. That helps our wellness efforts, and certainly from people that suffer from any type of breathing disorders or challenges. So biking is good for that as well. And then it also, you've seen us grow out a network of bicycle lanes throughout the communities and in our neighborways and some of our other main arteries through town. So we just want to make sure it's easy for people to get around however they want to get around. Here at Spalding, they've already installed a concrete pad in front of us here where a bike station is going to be soon constructed. Spalding President Tory Merton McClure has always been a trailblazer. We know that. For those of you that don't know Tory, we got some out-of-towners here. First person to row solo across the Atlantic Ocean. So something like this, she said, yeah, we do this in like 2 or 3 minutes, so we appreciate that. But President Tory Merton McClure, please share some thoughts with us.
I don't have a kickstand, so I'll just drag this around. I just want to thank the mayor. And, a couple years ago we were talking about the bike share program and pouring a concrete platform, and this was just a dirt pile at that point. And folks are inclined to judge mayors on their 6-year contribution to the environment. I'm married to a forester. He ran Bernheim Forest for a quarter of a century, and he points out that anything having to do with the environment or health and well-being needs to be judged in the span of a lifetime, and for him that's a life of a tree, 100 years or more. But no one can guess what something like a bike share program or creating green space or planting some more trees will do for the health of our community in that 100-year span. And I want to say thank you to the mayor, because I think you've done a heck of a job to improve the health and well-being of our community. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Madam President. We appreciate that very much. And, it's amazing to see, too, what Tori and her team are doing to the Spalding campus down here in terms of it really adding a lot to our downtown, the greening of it. You're making a lot of significant environmental contributions yourself. So thank you for your leadership here. Appreciate that. Okay, as I said earlier, this would not be possible. I mean, the key to making a program like this is you've got to have contributing sponsors in your community that see an alignment with what their missions are and what the mission is of a bike sharing program like LouVelo. And of course, there's all kind of wonderful things to be associated with being healthy, with being outdoors, with the built environment, talent attraction as well. So this would not be possible without help from forward-thinking members of our local business community who have really stepped up to be the founding sponsors of LouVelo. So the sponsors here, maybe y'all can wave when I say your name. Russ Cox is going to speak in a moment, but the sponsors include Norton Healthcare, J.P. Morgan, Chase & Company, and see them. UPS is in the house, know that. Main and Clay is here. Genscape, who moved over to the local community not too long ago. Brad with the Brown Hotel, thank you very much. Kentucky One Health, Atria Senior Living, Dr. Prussian with the Eye Care Institute, thank you, brother. So these are all of our folks that have come together and say, we believe in this program, we believe in health. And I really appreciate what you guys are doing. Fantastic. Russ Cox is a gentleman who has dedicated his life to making other people healthier, which is a strong, good mission, Russ. And he's also the president and chief executive officer of Norton Healthcare, and he's going to talk about why Norton thinks bike share is a good investment for our community. Russ Cox.
Thank you. Thanks, Mayor. Thank you very much, Mayor. We're a little confused, though. When we agreed to this sponsorship, we were told that today you'd wear the biker shorts to this announcement. I'm thinking him not doing that as part of the whole compassionate thing, right? We absolutely appreciate the opportunity to be part of this. At Norton Healthcare, our mission is pretty simple. We need to meet the healthcare needs of our community, and that's just a simple mission. This is another way that we can demonstrate our willingness to serve our mission. We think this is a great thing for many reasons, and I think it's both sides of the equation for us. We have nearly 14,000 employees. We need to keep them healthy. We think that activities like this, programs like this, will help keep our 14,000 very healthy and keep them moving on their way. We also think it does a great thing for the rest of the city, and we want to set the example for healthy living. Now, we are proud of the fact that we recently were given an award of being one of the top 25 healthiest employers in the country. So we're very proud of Norton Healthcare and what the associates at Norton Healthcare have done in that regard. But make no mistake about it, this just needs to be the beginning. We need to get more people working at this. We need to get more people thinking about ways that they can live a healthier life. Healthcare no longer just needs to be about sick care. It needs to be about health, wellness, and well-being. So we're happy to be here. We're happy to sponsor this and look forward to growth in the future. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Russ. I want to personally challenge you now. At our next community bike ride, you need to be there
In time.
with a bunch of your guys. Yeah, no, we don't do the Lycra thing. Okay. It's like, we joke when you're cycling, one of the most dangerous things is what we call mammals. And these, mammals are these guys that are like driving, 30 miles an hour, and mammals is middle-aged men in Lycra. So we want to be accessible, so we're accessible, so we don't do that. But Russ, come on out. I want to thank Janice Cates over here, too. Janice has really pulled this together through a lot of persistence over the years, knowing it's a great thing for the community. So thank you for showing this tenacity to get this done. Good job. And so, again, I want to thank all of our sponsors here for doing this. And then for other businesses out there, there's still an opportunity to get involved. I mean, the wonderful thing about a program like this is we can keep expanding it. And the larger it gets, the more virtuous the cycle becomes as people can go to more and more different places. So let's team up to make this bike share program even bigger. We're off to a good start with 300, but there's no reason why it can't be 500 and 1,000 and 2,000, et cetera. So sponsorship information is available at the program website, which is LouVelo, LouVelo.com. Okay? Now, how do you run this thing? To go with a willing community, which was what we have, we've gone out and hired a team of bike share experts to operate LouVelo for the city. And the name of this company is CycleHop. And CycleHop we selected after doing extensive diligence over the course of a couple years. CycleHop runs bike share programs in cities from Orlando to Tampa, Long Beach, Santa Monica, Beverly Hills, Ottawa in Canada, Vancouver as well. So these guys have been around. One of the advantages of being a little late in this is that we've been able to see what's worked in other cities and what's not worked as well, and then also an operator who's really stayed the course, and that is CycleHop. So Dave Nelson is the Chief Operating Officer of CycleHop and is the man who's making it happen here on the ground. So Dave, please come up and tell us a little bit more about CycleHop and LouVelo.
Thank you, Mayor Fischer. I couldn't be more proud and excited to be here. This is a phenomenal opportunity for CycleHop, for the city of Louisville. And at CycleHop, we are incredibly excited to be launching this system. We currently operate over 5,000 bikes in 15 different cities throughout North America. And we're honored to be working with Louisville Metro, our community partners, as well as our wonderful sponsors to make this system a reality. In launching this bike share system, Louisville will be joining over 100 cities across the country and more than 1,000 cities across the world that already operate bike share systems. Bike share has achieved tremendous success in all of these cities in reducing carbon footprint, in reducing congestion, mobilizing communities, and also offering a transportation alternative that incorporates an active and healthy lifestyle. So we're poised to bring those same results here to Louisville, and we're very excited about it. With over 300 bikes throughout New Lou, downtown, Old Louisville, and close to the waterfront park, LouVelo is going to be a new mode of public transportation that's going to be just as fun as it is functional. So a member can conveniently grab a bike and easily drop it at any of those 28 stations, and as we grow, there'll be even more stations where they can drop it around town. It's great for one-way trips, for connecting with friends, taking an easy, short bike ride, and can really change a lunch break or any of those little bits of transportation that you need to do where maybe beforehand you needed to jump in your car and now you could take a bicycle instead. So whether you're riding through the waterfront park, to the Muhammad Ali Center, or any of those other unique sites and local businesses throughout Louisville, LouVelo will now be able to take you there, and we're very excited to make that happen. Memberships are, as of this moment, available. So if you go to louvelo.com, you can sign up, and you might be able to be the very first founding member if you can beat Mayor Gregor to it. Either way, go to louvelo.com and sign up to get some special founding member rates. With the support of our tremendous partners, we're very excited to make LouVelo an integral part of the community. Thank you, Mayor Greg Fischer. Thank you to all the very hardworking people at Louisville Metro. And then also thank you very much to all of our sponsors that have made this a reality. Thanks.
Thanks, Dave. I want to also recognize Bill Hollander. Councilman Hollander also is here. Councilman Hollander has been a huge advocate and supporter of our cycling community. So, Bill, thank you for everything you're doing for us. Appreciate that. There's one more group of people I want to thank, and that is the dedicated team of Metro government professionals that have been working on this now for 4 or 5 years or so, from the vision we've had to really making it a reality today. And these are folks that work in our Public Works Department and also Louisville Forward. I don't want to name them all, but I do want to single out Rolf Eisinger. Rolf, come on up here so we can embarrass you a little bit. Rolf is a world-class cyclist. Used to be. Yeah. Well, now he is for the age category that he's in. You do not want to go out and cycle with. Well, you're very good. You're nice to us when we go out. He kind of keeps up. He slows down and then he goes ahead a mile and comes back. But Rolf has got that kind of unusual combination of ability to see the big picture and then come back and get it done, whether it's creating our bicycle network or having the persistence on a program like this, going around the country. He's got a network around the world that really explores everything that's the best in cycling in a community. And we're just so grateful to have you, Rolf, here in our community for what you do for our cycling community, which adds to our quality of life in so many different ways. You're a good man with a good heart, and you're just always there no matter what it takes. So let's hear a few words from Rolf Eisinger here.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Yeah, this has been a long time coming. As Mayor Greg Fischer said, been working on this project for about 4 or 5 years, and it's because of our community, our sponsors, Cycle Hop, and also PBSC, who is our equipment sponsor for the bike share program, that has really helped make this possible, including our internal Metro team. So just wanted to say thanks to everybody for making this happen, and looking forward to the rollout when I can check out a bike share bike and ride down one of the bike lanes to get from point A to point B safely. Thank you.
All right, Rolf. We couldn't have done this without you. We appreciate that. And then Jeff O'Brien, who's standing behind him, is in our advanced planning office in Louisville Forward, another partner on this great effort. So thank you guys so much. They've been our quarterbacks. So thanks to everybody. We're here now. LouVelo is a reality. I want to say thanks to everybody and have a happy Easter weekend. Thanks, everybody.
This has been a Metro TV production, a public service of Louisville Metro government.